And now, ladies and gentlemen, the following match is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit and is a non-title match. And now, a man who needs no introduction.
Phil, this may well be an opportunity to find out just who is the best in the world, as Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, in one of his final matches of his independent wrestling career, is here in Dragon Gate, USA, to take on the man, the ace of Dragon Gate himself, the current Open the Dream Gate champion, Naruki in a non-title matchup. It's the ace of the North American Indies against the ace of the hottest wrestling promotion on the face of the earth today, Dragon Gate.
I'll tell you what, Lenny, when I talk about top of the food chain in professional wrestling, look no further than these two men. I expect a highly competitive matchup here. Dragon showing that technical prowess right off the bat that he's so well known for.
Controlling the wrist lock on Naruki Doi. As I mentioned, Doi, the current Open the Dream Gate champion. He beat Shingo for that title back on December the 28th, 2008 in Fukuoka, Japan. And right now, Bryan Danielson, who has signed a contract with World Wrestling Entertainment, finishing up his stellar independent wrestling career. And he said before he made his way out of the independent wrestling scene, he needed to come here to Dragon Gate. He needed to test himself one more time against the very best competition the world has to offer.
That's just the kind of competitor that Bryan Danielson is. Always looking for that next challenge. And he's got a big one here with Naruki Doi. As you said, the ace of the Dragon Gate promotion. Side headlocks here.
Two of the very best ground wrestlers you're ever going to see in Danielson and Doi. Danielson, a guy who constantly evolves and changes his style of pro wrestling. He is very well versed in mat wrestling and submission-based technique. He trains regularly at Extreme Couture in Las Vegas and utilizes a great deal of mixed martial arts in his offensive repertoire.
We see him use that triangle choke from time to time, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu move. The striking from MMA, those round kicks that he likes to utilize.
Naruki Doi likes to utilize the speed, the high-impact offense. The Doi fives the Bakatari sliding kick.
And a test of strength there as they lock up on. Doi plants a boot to the midsection and a chop.
Oh, that one backed up Dragon, but didn't take him off his feet. And he responds with another European uppercut that rocks the champ. And pretty clear who the favorite of the fans here in Chicago is in this matchup.
Off the ropes now. Doi knocks down Danielson. Hits the ropes on the other side. Catches the boot. Flying knee strike by the American Dragon.
Oh, he tried to take his head off, but Doi just a little too quick, and then takes the leg out from under Danielson with the basement drop kick.
And even though this is the first time these two athletes have competed against each other, you got to think that they've watched numerous tapes and studied the game of their opponent.
Well, Danielson, widely known as one of the most studious wrestlers anywhere in the world. He's world traveled. He's been to Japan. He's been to Europe, Mexico, you name it. Bryan Danielson has been around the world, and he takes a little bit of the style of each of those cultures and makes it a part of his own game, and that's what makes him such a very special competitor inside the ring. And Doi right now looking to slow things down, taking Danielson off his feet, working over the knee here of the American Dragon.
Danielson trying to find a way out here, scooting towards that rope, and he's there.
Doi hanging on, utilizing the 5 count of the official before breaking the hold.
Leg trip now. Going to continue to focus his attack on the left leg of Bryan Danielson.
Fans getting behind Danielson here as Doi continues to go to work on the left leg of the American Dragon. Back to his feet and into the corner. Wrapping that knee around the rope, continuing to punish the leg in the corner. Into the ropes with speed. He drives both feet right into the side of the knee of the American Dragon. Avoids him the second time, however. It goes right to the shoulder.
Trying to hyperextend the elbow there. And the left arm of Naruki Doi is Danielson. And if he sees that injury, he's going to go right on it.
And of course, the trademark finisher for Bryan Danielson for so many years, the cattle mutilation. As he has the shoulder of Naruki Doi and drives it into the turnbuckle in the corner.
Handful of hair there by Doi.
Well, Doi in immense pain, trying to do anything he can to escape the clutches of Danielson, who again drives that shoulder into the top turnbuckle.
Danielson now just going to dissect that left arm of Naruki Doi.
And Doi asking for mercy in the ropes. Well, I don't recall him giving any mercy to Bryan Danielson when he had him tied up in the ropes. And Danielson continuing to work over the arm.
The torque he put on there, a little extra torque at the end there. So he now wraps the arm behind the back. And now the right arm as well. Manipulating the small digits of the fingers into a wrist lock. Very painful maneuver here for Doi.
Trying to dislocate the shoulder of Naruki Doi.
Very unique pin attempt there by Bryan Danielson.
Very few people on the face of the earth that know how to hurt a human being in as many different ways as Bryan Danielson does inside the wrestling ring.
Look at that now.
And again, going to work on the elbow and shoulder of Naruki Doi.
Almost creating a fulcrum point there on the elbow. And again.
Top wrist lock by Danielson takes Doi off his feet. Shoulders down, only 2. Danielson continues to hang on to the arm. Stomps on the elbow.
And I gotta say, Lenny, right now the American Dragon putting on a clinic.
Gets himself another near fall.
Look at the just obscene
supposed to bend that way. And Doi may have to tap here.
Vicious attack by Bryan Danielson on that left arm.
Cross arm breaker.
Danielson special there. Naruki Doi writhing in pain.
Doi trying to turn away from the pressure, but Danielson wrenching back on the arm, very close to the ropes here. Is Naruki Doi and gets the foot across the bottom rope to save himself, but more damage done to the left arm.
The Open the Dream Gate champion in a bad way here. You got to think going forward in this match, if that left arm is taking out of commission, can he hit that muscular bomb and so many other moves in his repertoire?
High kick. And another. Connecting with the arm of Naruki Doi.
Pinpoint accuracy there by the American Dragon.
Jackson just relentless, but took a chance, got elevated. Doi able to block. Got Bryan hung up. Elbow, nowhere for Danielson to go here. Both feet in the chest by Doi. And just that quickly, the tide has turned into the favor of Naruki Doi.
Somersault senton there. Naruki Doi quickly taking control of the match here. Using his good arm, his right arm, to mount some offense.
Yeah, but still showing the obvious effect of the damage done by the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. As he sends Danielson to the ropes and reverses. Sent too soon. Caught with the boot. Hot shot. High angle belly to back suplex. Hooks the leg. He gets a 2 count. And the pace starting to slow here as both men showing some wear and tear from the punishment dished out at the hands of their opponent. Boot in the corner by Doi. Full arm Dragon twist. As he sends him to the corner, Dragon puts on the brakes, through the legs he goes. Chin breaker. High kick.
Right leg round kick there by Danielson, sends him into the corner.
Running forearm. Doi looks dazed. To the outside, looks to take a chance. All the way to the top. Missile drop kick.
Danielson might have tweaked his left knee there. And he tests it out, and I guess it's okay as he kicks up.
Into the ropes with speed. Running kick to the chest. Cover. Doi with the shoulder up at 2.
I'm very impressed by the accuracy of those roundhouse kicks. Hitting their mark every time by Danielson.
Well, he's been working over Naruki Doi, as you said, with pinpoint accuracy. Now they're just going to slug it out.
Two of the best in the world going at it here toe-to-toe.
Doi tells him to bring it on.
And it's a slugfest.
Drop down by Doi. Danielson up and over to the ropes. Oh, what impact on that elbow! 2.
You can hear the point of the elbow smack the jaw of Bryan Danielson there.
And again, both men trying to shake the cobwebs here. It's a first-time matchup that likely will never ever happen again. And you know both of these proud athletes want to walk out of Chicago knowing they got the better of their opponent in this matchup. Danielson with a block. Ankle lock by Danielson.
Naruki Doi trying to position himself towards the ropes here.
Very close. And makes it to the ropes. And again, Danielson goes right back to that left knee. Trying to get some feeling back into it. as he has been hobbled at the hands of Naruki Doi.
Nice kick out of nowhere there from Doi.
Dragon screw. Figure four. Submission predicament now for Bryan Danielson.
That figure four's right in the center of the ring there, Lenny. You see Doi adding some extra leverage here, throwing his back to the mat. Can Danielson turn it over and reverse the pressure or even make it to the ropes?
Crowd urging him to do just that. Doi trying to fight with everything he's got here. Danielson crawls and makes it to the bottom rope.
Doi breaks right before the 5 count.
What punishment being endured by both of these athletes. Single leg by Doi. Danielson kicks him away. Another single leg by Doi, and one more time, Danielson frees himself. Counter by Doi for 2, and Danielson for 2. Jackknife pin, no. Back and forth they go. Neither man able to get the clean advantage as they trade near falls.
Impressive series of reversals there by both men.
Running knee strike out of the corner.
Both men down here. Could be a turning point in the matchup here, Lenny. Who's going to dig down deeper? Who wants this match more?
And it looks to be Danielson getting fired up here. Feeding off the energy of this crowd here in Chicago. Full Nelson, no. Another near fall for Doi. Back to their feet. Look at the clothesline. Waistlock standing switch. Full Nelson drop down.
Punishes him again with that kick.
Crucifix for 2. Got him.
Uh-oh.
Counter mutilation. The feet of Naruki Doi very close and underneath the bottom rope.
And he's there. He's on the middle rope here. I'm not sure Danielson could see that the foot was actually on the rope there. Turned his attention right to the official, but it was a good call.
More punishment to the arms of Naruki Doi, who is going to have to dig down deep here against Danielson, who's back to his feet. European uppercut. And another.
Naruki Doi may be getting a second win here. He fires back. Back and forth they go once again. Open hand strikes here by Naruki Doi.
Doi scoring with speed here. Rolling elbow. Avoided the bucketary sliding kick into an ankle lock.
Nice counter by Danielson. Had that sliding kick well scouted.
And now it's Doi again struggling to make it to the ropes. Danielson blocks. German suplex with a bridge. No.
Near fall there. Maybe our closest near fall of the match. Doi was able to get the shoulder up. Danielson relentless on that leg now. Ankle lock. Has that leg completely isolated.
He's got a grapevine Achilles tendon under immense strain right here.
Just look at the anguish on the face of Naruki Doi here.
He's trying to free himself. He's able to get back to a foot.
Nice counter there. Doi Basu.
Up under the shoulders. Doi finds. No.
Two of Naruki Doi's signature maneuvers. Not enough to keep down the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
Naruki Doi showing the heart of a champion, continuing to fight back here. And now it's he with the advantage.
Maybe going for that muscular bomb. What a competitive back-and-forth matchup we are witnessing here in Dragon Gate USA.
Between two of the very best athletes in the world. Who is going to emerge as the true ace here at the conclusion of this matchup? And it's Doi now making his way to the top.
Doi going to take a chance. Danielson's up.
On the second rope with him. Very dangerous spot here for both these men. Danielson crashes down after the elbow from Naruki Doi. But right back to his feet. Running forearm to the back. Danielson to the second again with Doi perched up top. And Doi scores with the elbow again.
Naruki Doi now needs to capitalize. And once again,
Danielson takes out the legs of Naruki Doi. And Bryan looks to be getting fired up. All the way to the top. Superplex!
belly to back superplex. Both men hit hard.
Not enough to put him away, but he's got the arm trap. Cattle mutilation.
He's got it once again with a much better position, Lenny, right in the center.
Bryce Remsburg right there asking him if he wants to give it up.
Naruki Doi being punished on the mat here. The tendons in his arms just being torn apart by Bryan Danielson.
But refusing to give it up.
That high bridge there from Danielson, adding extra pressure.
Doi turns to his back trying to alleviate the pressure, but unfortunately for him, right into the perfect position for Bryan Danielson to deliver the elbows. Repeated elbows from the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, trying to knock Naruki Doi into unconsciousness.
Unprotected elbow strikes right to the side of the face and jaw.
Only two!
So close there.
And you gotta give Bryce Remsburg credit. Naruki Doi didn't look to be defending himself. Remsburg very easily could have stopped it, but he understands the importance of this matchup. And Naruki Doi was still able to get the shoulder up before the count of three.
Unbelievable resilience there by Naruki Doi.
Oh, showing the heart of a champion. He understands the responsibility of being the ace of Dragon Gate, not just in Japan, but here in the United States as well. Danielson, determined. High kick. Doi resilient.
A resounding thud on those round kicks by Danielson.
Doi again trying to score with speed. Rolling elbow. Open hand strikes from Danielson. Running kick.
Danielson not able to cover the man here. Naruki Doi in a lot of trouble.
Both these athletes pushing themselves to the brink of sheer exhaustion here in Chicago to prove they indeed are the best in the world. Open hand strike. Doi to the second. Both men again jockeying for position.
He could be setting up the Doi fives from the top here. But
Oh, he gave him the elbows and Danielson took advantage of it. Again trying to knock out Naruki Doi, who continues to fight. Doi with Danielson. Doi fives.
I can't believe he kicked out of the Doi fives from the top.
Open hand strikes. Off the ropes. Bakatari sliding kick. Well, not everything. Got him on the waist. Muscular bomb! He got him! You will never find two more courageous warriors anywhere on the face of the wrestling world than Naruki Doi and Bryan Danielson. They battled back and forth for over 20 minutes, and Naruki Doi leaves Chicago, leaving no doubt that he is the best in the world.
What I wanted was the toughest match possible. And I'd just like to thank you right now for giving it to me. You did a hell of a job. Thank you very much. Now is not the time for a farewell speech. And it's not the time to tell you people how awesome Dragon Gate USA is, because there's only been 4 matches so far. And I watched them in the back, and so far this show has been pretty freaking awesome. At the beginning of the match, you people chanted one thing to me. Best in the world. Best in the world. Best in the world. But unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that anymore. But this is my challenge to everybody on the independent scene. And that's to thrive. Thrive to be the best in the world. I want somebody back there to replace my spot. So every time they come out here, you people can honestly chant, best in the world, best in the world, best in the world. And there's a couple guys that I can think of that fit that description. Because as I've been on independent shows all through this year, the truth is, most likely I've never been in the best match. it's been other guys. And one of the guys who's consistently been in the best match, who's on the show later tonight, is Davey Richards. You a challenge. You have all the skills. You have all the toughness. You have everything you need to be the best wrestler in the world. I want you to come out tonight and to show all of these people, to prove to every single one of them, like you've proven to me, that you can be the absolute best. And I have one more message, and that's for you people. I just want to say thank you. Because I'm nothing without you people. And I also ask you guys to continue to support independent wrestling. Because as you people come out here, you're going to see some of the best wrestling, hardest hitting wrestling on the planet. So continue to support independent